Good morning. Welcome to another beautiful day. Oh, lovely. It is now officially time to say goodbye to the wagon and start parting this thing out. So, the big thing that I want to do, at least today, is obviously get it up off the ground. Bumper off, headlights off, grill off. And I'd like to get the brakes off on the front. I also need to get all my CDs out of it. So I need to put the stock radio back in it because all my CDs are stuck inside the disc changer. So let's start with that. I'm walking back to my beautiful little shed here. And this is the factory radio for the car. I would have loved to keep it in there, but the screen is bad. And you can supposedly buy replacement screens, but they're kind of, all the websites are kind of sketchy, so it wasn't really worth it in my opinion. But let's get this thing torn out. After you get this little thing off, a little connector right behind there, all you need to do is just yoink her off, and then there's 4 little, I think, what, T20s? Let's see. Yep, T20s all the way around. Radio's out. Only got that connector. This one doesn't actually go anywhere. Little guy that goes in there. The antenna, not the antenna, the GPS one that I accidentally broke. And then the antenna, which just plugs into there. So, set that guy down. All I need this radio to really do is just to power on enough to get all my CDs and stuff out. So maybe. I got my key. Oh. Ah, there it goes. And in here, inject all of them. Which one are you? I don't know. Inject. Which one are you? Ah, Joe Nichols. I love that guy. Let's get the rest of these out. Forgot I had this laying in the door. So this is nice. $50 there. Got all my CDs there. And you know what? Just as a one last time, we'll start this thing up. To say goodbye to the good old VR. I actually ended up replacing the intake manifold with the 2-piece one and fixing the vacuum leak back here. That one's all good and dandy. A very good running engine. My buddy Jacob's gonna be very happy with this motor. And you know what? No check engine light on the dash either. What a great car. You know, I had fun with this thing while I owned it. Pretty fun little car, but obviously on the bigger and better things. Now bumper's off, grill's off, car's up in the air. Probably gonna pull these headlights off now. Let's get them out of the way, as I don't really want to damage them much more than they already are, because they are in pretty nice shape. And they actually, you know, do work pretty good. This one's a little hazed, but nothing awful. So let's get these things off. Well, got the cooling system drained. Some of it drained on the floor, whatever. Actually wasn't that crazy much in it, which is kind of concerning, but had a lot in the reservoir. Airbox is out. Starting to just disconnect everything. I don't exactly know where the ECU is on this, so I believe they're under the rain tray still, as they are on Mark IVs, but we're gonna find out. So the kind of the thought is that I'm going to take this entire engine out with as much stuff attached to it as I possibly can. That's what I'd like to do, because I'm basically trading this as a direct swap for my buddy's R32. Those are kind of stuck, so I'm going to need to get them off. Well, this is going to be a direct swap for my buddy's R32, so I want all the wiring, all the hoses and everything just stay with the engine, so he can just go boop right in his R and call it a day. Obviously this trans isn't going to go into his R, but everything else will. So yeah, just kind of slowly chip away at all this stuff and see what happens. Well, I got the front end off. Finally get a good look at this VR. And honestly, besides all this oil that was leaking down because of the valve cover, it really doesn't look bad at all. This we had to delete, which surprisingly hasn't thrown any codes for. This AC line got a little marred up because it was pretty stuck, but otherwise it isn't too bad. Pretty much gonna stop here for the day. Got the front end off. I'm happy enough with that for now. Gotta clean this crap up and get going to work.